Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the Fukushima disaster and how it's irradiating all the area we're at. So this is a Half Moon Bay in California, and the readings you saw on the Geiger counter, I turned the sound way down. It's beeping continually, meaning leave the area. So this is about 5 times background radiation. And this actual video was shot 2 years ago. So the concentrations have gone up. People are saying, well, the concentrations are probably going down because it's so long ago. But remember, Fukushima, the tanks on the side of it, they're rupturing and it's going into the water. So most of the beaches along the California coast fall down into 2 areas. A sandy beach, which most people around here are familiar with, and a rocky beach. So the Pacific coast is actually mainly rocky beaches, and there's a great big ecosystem in there. Like it says here, the kelp can grow 10 inches in a day. Well, the water leaves right there where Fukushima is. It goes up near Alaska and then it comes down the coast of California before it goes back across to pick up another load of radiation, for want of a better term. So these are filter feeders, and they lock up the strontium and grow 10 inches a day. So they're locking up the strontium in there, and this is the basis for the ecosystem. There's also diatoms in a drop of water. They're also locking up the radiation in it. Well, there's a big die-off in the Pacific. The salmon that have gone out to sea, they go out to sea for 5 to 7 years. They're coming back with tumors on them. So, and this is what a tide pool looks like. So, well, they say, well, just stay out of the water. But remember, there's storm surges which bring the water, and sometimes the high tides and storm surges which bring it in maybe 100 yards in. But you also got to remember the fish that feed on these things and the other animals are grabbed by birds. The birds eat them. The birds take the carcasses sometimes onto the land pretty far in and then deposit them. And then the birds die, generally on land. So the first 100 yards of the coast is going to be it's already pretty contaminated. It's going to be no end in sight contamination, and there's really not going to be an end to it for probably 90 years. It'll start abating. Now the Pacific Ocean is big, but the die-off is going to be massive. It already is massive, but the diversity will drop down to the species that can't stand the radiation. And like I said, the tidal pools, as the stuff goes up and comes down, it's going to deposit the strontium and the cesium, and it's just a horrible thing that's happening. And they try to keep it quiet. If you go to timbosplace.com, I have a radiation reading on page 1. Thank you, I'm out.